gentlemen, welcome on back to another fantastic episode of Bar Talk. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Whenever it is that you are listening to this, I hope you are having, my friends, the best day ever. And guys, remember, if your day is not going the way that you had intended it to go, you and only you have the power to turn it around and make it extraordinary. So ask yourself, what kind of day do you want to have today? A good day or a bad day? It's up to you. Guys, we are at episode 81 and I guess I should before even that welcome back. Happy 2022. I feel like everyone's singing Taylor Swift. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. It's all over the internet. It's super annoying. You're probably annoyed that I just did that. I'm annoyed that I just did that. Whatever. Anyways, guys, I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be sharing some conversations with you. I've missed you. I will say this, I wasn't planning on having such a gap from the last episode to now. I was hoping to have more episodes in December, but some things fell through. So I said, you know what, Jenna, we are just going to be present this month and you are going to enjoy all of it, every little bit of it. So I will say this to you guys. I ended up having a Jenna day back in, God, I don't even know, December like 17th or 16th or something. It was so much fun. I was like, you know what? I just want to go downtown. I wanted to be downtown during the holidays. There's something so beautiful about that, especially in Chicago. If you're from here, you get that. If you are not and listening to this, I highly suggest at some point in your life to come here during the holidays. It's breathtaking. So I just kind of had a day to me, to say the least. I went and had lunch with myself, which I loved at my old stomping grounds, Pizzeria Portofino, and they just got a brand new deck. It's gorgeous. So had a lot of fun with that. And I kind of just walked around aimlessly. Seriously, like I walked everywhere and anywhere that the wind kind of took me. That was kind of how the day was. And excuse me, and it was so much fun. So, that was a lot of fun. If you have your own kind of day, I'd love to hear what your day is, like what your date day is for yourself, okay? So guys, before we go ahead and get into today's topics, I have two things for you. Number 1, if you are new to hanging out with us, guys, welcome on in. We are at Bar Talk with Jenna across the board. So give us a follow on social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I would absolutely love it if you would leave a review. Reviews help way more than you know. Also, my Spotify listeners, you can now leave a review on Spotify. Oh my God, fantastic. Spotify, thank you. Took you long enough. So grateful. So grateful. But yeah, if you could go ahead and leave a review, I would really appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm of people finding us. And I want more people to come to the bar and I want more people to feel included in all of these beautiful conversations that we have. All right. And then number 2, wait until the very end. Here's a tip for you that I hope will help you as you begin your adventure of 2022. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We are talking about intentions versus resolutions. Okay, so as it's kind of a big popular thing this time of year, it's like, what are your New Year's resolutions? And resolutions are decisions you do or decisions you decide not to do. You set goals to improve your life, change behavior, whatever it is. Okay, realistically, most New Year's resolutions don't make it until Valentine's Day. I gotta figure out a way to keep this new mic up. I got some new equipment, guys, and the microphone just doesn't want to fucking stay in place. Okay, there we go. Maybe I'll edit that out. Actually, it's kind of funny. We'll keep it. You're welcome. Okay, anyways, and then there are intentions. So intentions are a plan. And in this case, intentions that create your experience. So I ask you to ask yourself, what do you intend to happen? Make sure that your thoughts and feelings reflect your intentions. So, little story time for you guys. Back in the pandemic, OG pandemic March of 2020 when I was living with my old roommate. We got really bored one day and she had tarot cards and she's like, "Hey, you want me to pull your cards?" And I was like, "Well, we have nothing else to do, so go ahead." So she pulled my cards for the year for 2020 and everything was like freakishly spot on. So I was like, okay." So she pulled my cards again for 2021 heading into 2022. So my card this month is intention. And it's so, again, ironic, but I guess not ironic at the same time because I feel like I keep seeing the word intention everywhere I go. So I'm going to read to you guys. I always ask her every month if she could send me in the book for the tarot cards, like what each card means. And so this is what the card intention means. Okay. So it says this. By drawing this card, the angels ask you to take an inventory of your expectations. What do you expect to happen today, tomorrow, or in the future? These expectations are the seeds of your intention. An intention means that you have set a goal and intend to achieve it. Your intentions drive your experiences. The angels ask you to choose and infuse your intentions with love. See yourself and others as happy, successful, peaceful. By holding these spiritually minded intentions, you help yourself and others. The angels can help you replace negative mental habits with more empowering thoughts if you ask for their assistance. So, again, I read that and something just hit me honestly as I was reading it. I don't even know how many times around, but I'm going back to the phrase see yourself and others as happy, successful, and peaceful. By holding these spiritually minded intentions, you help yourself and others. The angels ask you to replace negative mental habits with more empowering thoughts if you ask for their assistance. Okay. So, again, normally, guys, like as I head into the new year, like I love making New Year's resolutions. I love setting goals for myself. But for some reason this year, I don't know if it was because that card was pulled for me. I felt this like immense pressure and uncertainty on setting like my goals and my intentions, and I had no idea what they would even look like or how it would even like come about. And for what feels like the first time in a really long time, I didn't set any right away. Nor like I'm filming this right now. It's June 5th. This is coming out June 6th. And normally I have everything kind of like figured out and I'm holding my notepad and everything's written down, right? But this year I was like, oh, I don't got one. So I didn't know where to start with setting intentions, even with getting this from my friend. So I did what any normal person does. I went to Google and I Googled intentions versus resolutions. And this is what came up from no other source than AARP, which I'm pretty sure is for people that are like over 50. However, guys, don't judge a book by its cover because like if you literally Google intentions versus resolutions, is the first thing that pops up, and I'm going to read it. And it says, intention setting is less about a specific goal and more about a shifting your mindset to help achieve that goal. While resolutions are hard and fast goals that are either achieved or broken, intentions are broader ideas. This person describes them as the beginning of a dream or a desire for something you want for yourself. So, again, I still read that whole article and I listened to that, and if you're like me and you're having a hard time figuring out where to start with your intentions for the year, I ask you to ask yourself this question. What matters most to you? That question alone helped me figure out where it was that I wanted to go on setting my intentions for the year. This question was what I asked myself for what I wanted personally, what I wanted professionally, what I wanted in my relationships, what mattered most to me. And obviously, this is going to be different for every single one. No one is going to have the exact answers across the board. You can have many things that matter to you. You can have a few things that matter to you. That is totally fine. Um, I then ask you to ask yourself this question: how can I shift my mindset to lead me to my intended dreams or desires? I'm going to say that one more time. How can I shift my mindset to lead me to my intended dreams or desires? So, again, a mindset, guys, is kind of going to be like a mantra, something that you say to yourself every day. It's not necessarily the resolution, so to speak, of like, I need to do this today, tomorrow at this time. But the mindset is going to help shift you into a broader area that can help in many facets of life. So, again, I'm asking myself all these questions. I'm still struggling, guys, with what I want my intention to be. So, I do what I do every morning. I meditated. So let me explain to you guys what this looks like. Maybe some of you meditate, maybe some of you don't. So I said to myself, okay, I'm struggling. I'm going to ask for a sign and I'm going to get quiet. So this is what I did. I laid down on my floor with my eyes closed, my hand on my heart, and my hand like right underneath my chest. And I just focused on my breathing. I should say before that, I set an alarm on my phone. I set an alarm for 7 minutes. One, I didn't want to fall asleep. And two, if you're in the beginning phases of meditating, it could seem like a lot. So I did 7 minutes. You can do 5 minutes, whatever. I don't know. Seven's just kind of been my number lately. So I did 7 minutes. So as I laid down, my prayer that I said was, I said it out loud because I think that your words carry weight when you speak them into existence. Even if, like, you can still say it in your head, and that's totally fine. But I felt the need to really to communicate this verbally, and I said out loud, "Okay, who, spirit guides, angels, God, universe." Again, this can be whatever your power is. I'm going to meditate and I am trying to figure out what my intention is for 2022. I ask that whatever it is that you need me to hear, let me hear it and let the message come through clear. So now I'm laying down and I'm meditating. Now, for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with meditating or don't know where to start, the best way to begin is to focus on your breath. So, in through your nose, I hold for 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 2, and then exhale for 8. And then I just kind of focus on that. So you can focus on the breath going in your nose. You can focus on the again, as you're having your hands on you, you can focus on the rising of your like diaphragm, whatever feels comfortable to you. But I found that counting and focusing on that really helped the like scatterbrain up here, right? Because the difference between your head voice and your heart voice is the your head voice, guys, is like again, this is me. I don't know about you. Mine's a fucking maniac, okay? She's like running around like crazy. She's got a clipboard in her hand. She's yelling at people. She needs everything done on time, and and you have to figure out a way to like calm her down. And the way that I have found that calms her down is that focusing on my breath, the in through my nose, hold it, exhale through my mouth. In through my nose, hold it, out through my mouth. And I just focus on that. And as I focus on just my breath, and guys, there are going to be things that kind of, come up. By no means is your mind supposed to just be like blank. There are going to be things that come up, and you kind of just have to like push it away. Like, just let it go. Like, okay, I see you. Back to my breath. I lose my focus, up, back to my breath. Okay. And that has helped. That was helping me. So as I started to do that, I then was saying, I was asking questions, and I said to my guides, my spirit guides, whatever you want to call them, whatever your belief is to a higher power. I said, once I finally got quiet and my breath was just really nice and relaxed, I said, okay, what is the word? And I had two words that came up. And I guess the ironic part too is once I got those two words, they were just soft. They were very softly spoken. Again, that's your heart voice. Your heart voice speaks in normally what in like one word, or it's a short phrase, and it's very quiet. It's very soft. And again, when you focus on your breath and you're relaxed in a state of mind where you're focusing on your breath, and you finally have have been able to let your like head voice calm down, that's when you're going to hear your heart voice, okay? But you could only do that when you're sitting down. Now, I have been meditating, guys, for coming up on 2 years. So by no means am I an expert. I am fucking not an expert at all, but I have found that this is what works for me. If this doesn't work for you, that's okay. Maybe you have to figure out what your intentions are differently. Um, you can sit on this. You don't have to have it figured out in that moment, guys. This isn't a homework assignment with a deadline where you have to get it done in a week. Put it on my desk first thing in the fucking morning. No, it's not that, guys. We're not doing that shit, okay? All right. Um, maybe after you've like, so what I ended up doing the first time around before I meditated, I thought about this. I was like, okay, so like I know I need to set an intention for the year. I'm going to do something now that's going to distract my mind. So you can do a number of things. Some examples are I've been on a big Harry Potter binge lately. Whoa, 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 what? Who's seen the reunion? Oh my God. Anyways, I really need Emma Watson and Tom Fallon to get together. But I know that's a lot of pressure to put on someone, but I really need them to become a couple in real life and have babies. And I know that's a lot, and I'm really sorry, but like I'm in love with their love. Okay, done. Sidebar. But anyways, guys, watch a movie, maybe work out, binge watch the new Queer Eye, read a book, cook your favorite thing, maybe go for a walk, whatever. Everyone's is different. But I found that when I'm able to distract my mind by doing some type of activity like that, that's when the answers come through. Seriously, I'm not kidding you. Like, that's when the answers come through, when you are distracting. So I know we have some guys in here. So maybe it's like playing video games. I don't play video games. I know nothing about video games, but like there's something about when you're playing a video game or you're doing something where your subconscious mind is like totally in control, and you're not focusing on the conscious mind. And then when you're just doing something subconsciously, that's when those messages are going to come through to you, okay? Okay, so I can't believe I'm doing this again. Like, I must really like you guys if I'm doing this. Guys, I'm letting you in my journal again. So, this morning, again, once I meditated on this last night and then watched Harry Potter, I watched two of them last night. What did I watch? Order of the Phoenix and The Half-Blooded Prince. Fantastic. I'm going to watch the next two probably tonight. Okay. Anyways, this is what I ended up doing. I came up with 3 sections. So the way that I broke it down into 3 sections, and it's intentions, goals, and feelings for 2022. So for intentions, I came up with 3 words and then just had like a little tidbit at the end. So the first intention that I put down for myself is surrender. And then afterwards, I did ... to the universe's plan. I've talked about this on here before. I probably sound like a broken record if you've listened to me, but learning to surrender is really difficult for me because I am a slight control freak. So my intention this year, and I had kind of had this word figured out towards the end of December. It just I kept coming back to it a lot. And so that is going to be my intention. My intention heading into 2022 is to just surrender to the universe's plan. Now, the next 2 words, guys, these are what came up in my meditation, which I kind of thought they were interesting because they're very different from each other. So the first word was fly. And I said to new heights and destinations that you didn't think you could. So spread those wings, baby. Like, spread those wings. Go do your thing. Absolutely fly. Go to where you think you could never have gone before and just do it and see where it takes you. The third word that came up, which is honestly, again, it's interesting. I wish I had a different word, but I don't. But the word is help. Ask for it from the right people. It'll help you grow. I am very stubborn. Yeah. Wish I wasn't. I am. I'm working on it. But as this has grown, I am definitely at the point for myself where I'm ready to delegate so I can do more. I am ready to ask for help in areas of life that maybe I don't fully understand. So, those guys are my three intentions this year: surrender, fly, and help. Now, my goals, I'm not going to read all of them to you. And honestly, guys, you don't have to share your goals with people. Maybe you are someone that needs to be held accountable for your goals, and that's totally fine. If you feel that you are that person, find someone that you can trust and confide in to do that. For myself, however, I find that there's something beautiful about keeping these goals to yourself. So I came up with six. And I will say this, guys, one of the things I try to do every year with any of my goals is to keep them around the three phrase mind body soul. I always want to have a goal that has to do with mind body soul. And I think when you can do that, that's the balancing act, because when you focus too much on one, you're not taking care of the other. So I encourage you to maybe ask yourself, in what areas of your life can you improve your mind, body, soul relationship, and setting those goals for yourselves. Now, be realistic, guys. That's the biggest thing with goal setting. Don't set yourself up for failure. If you are someone that never works out, okay, and you're like, I'm going to the gym 5 days a week, it's probably not going to fucking happen, okay? Just being realistic. So maybe the realistic goal for yourself is to work out twice a week to start off for 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks, maybe you add a third day. And then once you hit the month, maybe you add another day. Okay. But guys, you need to give yourself grace on this. You need to be kind to yourself when you are setting your goals, because the world is already a fucking tough place and it's really mean. And you're the last person who needs to be mean to you. Okay. You need to be kind to you. You need to give yourself compassion. You need to hug yourself if you need to. That's totally fine. But realize that when you are setting goals, set them realistically. If you have a goal that you're trying to accomplish by December of 2020, well, maybe you need to break that goal down into a small goal each month. Okay. So, for example, like last, let me start off by saying this with the workout, because I know working out is a big one for a lot of people come the new year. I was that person 6 years ago who set a New Year's resolution to work out more. I'm not kidding you. I did. I made fun of all the people beforehand, but I became that person. How ironic. So my goal, I've talked about it on here before. I love Pure Barre. Pure Barre has just kind of been my, that's my form of therapy, and I love it. So last year they did a goal of having this like big challenge, which was like 15 classes a month for a year. And I was like, am I really going to do this? And I said, you know what, dude, you're going to sign up for it. And if you can get through January, you can get through the rest. Like, getting through January was the hardest month to get through. And again, it's a small goal, it's a small step on the path. Bada bing, bada boom. Last one, feelings. Okay. What does that mean? So you have to ask yourself, what are the feelings that you want to manifest for the year? So I have five, and I'll share them. So my feelings are love, relief, joy, purpose, and excitement. So with all of these, I want to feel love, hopefully from a significant other. Um, there is a sense of relief in I think as you work towards things, you just want to make sure that you accomplish it. So there is that relief that I'm kind of wanting to. I want joy, guys. God, joy is so good. I think our natural state of being is just pure bliss and happiness, and you can get there if you focus on gratitude, um purpose and excitement, guys. I you have to figure out for yourself what are the feelings that you want to manifest. Maybe it's a feeling of security. Maybe you want to feel um like comfortable in your skin. Like you can figure out what the words are that are best suited for you. And what you'll find, guys, as you're writing down your intentions and you're writing down your goals, write your feelings last, because your feelings are like totally are going to line up with what you want your intentions to be and what you want your goals to be. For me, I feel mine line up pretty um freakishly. That was not the plan when I started doing this. I was like, let's just write down like intentions, goals, and feelings. What are the intentions, goals, and feelings we want for 2022? And when I did it, and then I was getting ready to do this, guys, I looked at it and I was like, oh, wow, we're all kind of lined up. Interesting. So, if you feel comfortable, you obviously do not have to, guys. You are more than welcome to share your intentions, goals, and feelings with me if you'd like. You do not have to if you do not want to. You can share them with a friend. You don't have to share them. Okay. There's something great about that too. So do whatever it is that feels the best for you. And guys, just remember, as you're starting, figuring out maybe what you want for the new year, what you want for this fresh start, give yourself grace. Okay. Give yourself grace, because you just need to let it come to you. Don't force it, guys. Just let it come. And when you let it come, that is when it's going to be the most authentic and true to yourself. Okay. I said I had a tip for you guys this week. So here's a tip for you. No one has it figured out. Everyone is faking it until they make it. Don't let anyone tell you differently. So, to put it simple, guys, try your best, because none of us actually fucking know what we're doing. Seriously, none of us do. Put a smile on, try your best, and that's all you can ask for. Okay. So it's a short tip today for you guys, and kind of a shorter episode, we'll say too. But guys, I have missed all of you. I have missed bar talk. If you have any suggestions, honestly, guys, I'm starting to, I have some like interviews lined up for this month, and kind of dwindling into the next month ahead. But if there are certain topics or people that you would like to hear me discuss, or something that you think could be beneficial to you, please let me know. At the end of the day, guys, this is for you. So I want to make sure that I am serving you in the best way possible. So I know some of you are doing dry January. I don't believe in that. I believe in moderation. So I'm really doing this right now, and I'm going to have a shot. I bought Gentleman Jack not that long ago. It's a really pretty bottle. But here's the ironic part, guys. Me and regular Jack, we don't go well together. However, Gentleman Jack, there's a difference. There's a bit of a sophistication there. I don't think I said that word right. Did I? Oh, I did. Oh, never mind. Sidebar. Okay, we're done. I forgot I did a pool straight from the bottle one night. One night that shall not be talked about. Anyways, guys, I've missed you all. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy. So, whatever you have, wherever you're doing this, we are going to have a toast, and we are going to cheers to what lies ahead for all of us. May we walk the road with grace, our heads held high, while trying our absolute best. Cheers. Ooh, ooh, that's good. Just a little swag. All right, guys. Thank you so very much for listening to today's episode. If you think this could help someone, give it a share. Remember, sharing is caring. We're growing a baby here. And I ask that you take the time today to realize that we have way more in common with each other than we have different. I'll see you next week. Take care.
Hey everybody, it's closing time. You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.